Hey Gratitude Seeker, let's see what are the 3 types of breathing, which one is the best for us, what are its benefits, and also how we can learn to do it constantly. Let's take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. When I was recording one episode, I realized that maybe not everyone knows how to actually breathe properly, how to breathe in such a way that you calm yourself down, that you feel more in control and more grateful. There are 3 types of breathing. The first type is clavicular breathing. It's very superficial, and we usually do this when we are scared. It's something like after someone scares you, this is how you breathe, right? Or if you think about the cartoons, when the characters are frightened, they breathe like this. And what happens is that only a small part of your lungs actually get the air, the oxygen that you need, while the rest of it just stays there and doesn't get circulated. This makes us feel nervous, agitated, and it's one of the most common ways of breathing. I've read somewhere on the internet that actually 9 out of 10 Americans are chest breathers. And since it's something that we do on and on, day by day, hour by hour, minute by minute, it's something that's really important. And it's something that we don't usually learn how to do well, and that we do all the time. So it's not a good combination, right? The second type of breathing is thoracic breathing. This happens when the volume of the rib cage expands and opens towards the sides of our bodies. This is what people do usually when you think of breathing deep. You take a deep breath and your rib cage gets bigger. And it's a deeper, much better way of breathing than just the clavicular one. But there is another third type of breathing, which is diaphragmatic breathing. And if you put your hand on your belly and you take a deep breath, if you feel it moving, it means that you're breathing through that part as well. And at first glance, it doesn't make much sense, right? Because you don't have lungs in your belly. But when you breathe like this, you breathe with all of your lungs and you replace all of the air that you have in your lungs, including the deeper inferior parts of your lungs. And this is very important for the functioning of the brain, of actually all of the body, because all of our body uses oxygen, but also when it comes to managing emotions. For instance, when we get stressed out, we have a tendency to breathe much more superficial, and this makes it so much harder for us to deal with that stress, with those emotions. But by taking a deep breath in or several deep breaths, we give our brain the signal that it can relax, that it's no longer necessary to stress out, to be reactive, to be in the fight or flight mode. And this helps us be more aware and activates the newer sides of our brains that can actually look for solutions, giving us the power back and the power of being responsive instead of reactive. So firstly, let's become aware of how we usually breathe. If you can do this right now, put your left hand on your belly and your right hand on your chest, and just be aware of how you breathe. which hand is moving? Is it the left hand or the right hand? For me, it's the left hand. My belly is moving up and down when I'm breathing. It's something that I learned years ago, and now it's automatic. Like my body does it without me actually even trying. But if that isn't a default for you, you can get it to be a default. To do that, just move your belly while you breathe. When you breathe in, make it bigger. When you breathe out, make it smaller. Take deeper breaths, because when you want to do this, you need more air and you circulate more air into your lungs. Also, an important thing that maybe I forgot to mention in the beginning of this episode and in the beginning of other episodes is that it's much more effective to breathe in through your nose and to breathe out through your mouth. Something like this. When you take a proper deep breath in, you use all of the 3 breaths that I just mentioned. You firstly fill your belly up, afterwards your rib cage, and afterwards you feel your shoulders rising. Let's try again. Can you feel the difference? When you go back, the shoulders come down, the rib cage gets smaller, and so does the belly. And if you were listening closely, you could have seen the fact that in each episode, after taking the breath, my voice changes and it becomes more calm. And I become more calm as well, more present, more aware. And it's something really simple that you can do wherever and whenever. And if you couple it with a smile, you will find that gratitude comes so much easier. That's it for today. Thank you so much for listening and for breathing with me. Use this as often as you like. It's free. But don't forget to keep seeking gratitude. This has been Georgian Benta, and I'm wishing you a wonderful day.